Hello everyone, this is Laco S, and welcome to my tutorial series on the UH-1 Huey. I like to start off all my tutorial series moving forward with a bit of a preamble slash preview of what the module is and what it's capable of. So the UH-1 Huey is very much first and foremost a transport helicopter. It has the capacity in-game to hold up to 14 troops, using certain in-game mission editor methods. However, you can also set up the mission editor to basically load as many troops in as you want, do other things, but it does have a listed capacity, I believe, in DCS of 14 troops, which is about 2 squads worth, or even just a full squad, depending on how your force structure plays out. And that kind of leads very much to the whole point of the Huey. The Huey is very much an insertion and extraction tool for infantry squads. You can have a whole even flight of Hueys basically drop off what amounts to a platoon's worth of troops into a combat area, and then come back later to extract them at a different, either at the same point or a different point. The Huey also has, with its ample space in the back, enough room to act as a medivac platform, so you can evac wounded troops, and also as a combat search and rescue platform where you can rescue downed pilots and get them back to base safely. Plus, the DCS Huey does have the ability to sling load cargo, as well as also, theoretically, you can even load cargo in the back where the troops would be, for easier transport to and from your supply depots to where they are needed towards the front lines. Now, it is capable of doing this on a fuel tank that provides 2 hours roughly worth of flight time. With the new flight model that DCS has gotten, it has slightly better performance, and especially it is more resistant to overheating. So you don't have to worry about overheating your engine too much, depending on how careful you are. Thankfully, also the Huey has lots of tools to get from point A to point B navigation-wise. It has multiple navigational radios, as well as the ability to equip in the module night vision goggles. Plus, it has a radar altimeter, so that night flying is relatively easy. Also to note, the Huey is also capable as a gunship, and it's more infamous rather as a gunship sometimes in the DCS parlance, where people tend to focus more on the combat side of air warfare as opposed to the logistics side, for good reason. The Huey is capable of mounting 2 miniguns that the pilot or co-pilot can control, or in addition to 2 door gunners who can mount either M60s or miniguns as well. And the Huey can also carry 7 rocket pods of the Hydra variety, which are 2.75 inches. These can come in flavors of pods that carry 7 rockets or 19 rockets. Of note, the front guns and obviously the door guns can pivot. The pilot has the ability to use fixed guns, while the co-pilot has the ability to use the flex sight to rotate the guns and move them around. The pilot, basically through the pilot control panel, can task the door gunners and co-pilot to use the guns themselves. So there is very much that feature if you want to employ it. Rockets can only be employed by the pilot, though. And on that note of weapons and gunnery, unfortunately, while the DCS Huey is very capable in the transport area of getting supplies and troops into the field, its role as a gunship is very much limited to supporting those troops and dealing with other infantry and light armor. The 30 cal machine guns basically bounce off of anything that has the slightest bit of armor. So trucks, basically it is trucks and other unarmored vehicles are your primary targets, as well as other infantry. Thankfully, the high rate of fire and generous ammo that the miniguns have and the M60s have do allow you to basically spray and pray and take care of any small infantry or light armor or unarmored vehicles. If you do come across light armor, Your best bet is to bring out the Hydra rocket pods with with a max carrying capacity of 19 pods in a pair. Unfortunately, you can only fire the rocket pods in pairs. Um, you can actually bring a decent amount of light firepower into the mix to deal with more armored units. However, because rockets are, by their nature, sort of more of a spray and pray weapon, don't expect to get guaranteed kills of them. You could definitely be effective against them with unarmored targets, but even silly armored targets are going to have a hard time using the rocket parts to get reliable kills. That said, obviously you can always leave it up to your infantry. You can always carry, depending on the mission type, or the server, you can carry anti-tank infantry and use them to actually deal the final blow on your more heavily armored units. And that basically does it for my summary of the UH-1 Huey. It's a very fun helicopter to learn. It's a fairly easy helicopter to learn. You can even remove the hard points and fly it either as a pure transport helicopter or as a civilian helicopter and have lots of fun that way as well. So, lots of options with the Huey, and hopefully you'll be able to get a lot of use out of this tutorial series. This is Laco S signing out, and we will start next video going over the special options as well as the basic controls and even a little bit of a sort of a general overview of the cockpit. And then after that, we'll be getting into the startup videos. Until then, this is Laco S signing out.